Start working on that.
Start working on it. How was your night last night?
Good. I slept good. You?
So last night was my 5th show in 6 days. We ended at 12:30. By the time I got into bed, it was 2:30. The last 30 minutes of the show, I was just on stage saying, I can't do this. I can't do this no more. I need to go to bed. But I made it through. Now I can
You get
chillax.
That's when you know that age is starting to
Oh,
catch
yeah.
up.
The whole, and it's my band from the club where you saw me years ago.
Right.
We all on stage like, yeah, I don't know how we used to do this to 2:30 in the morning.
One day, I'm gonna pull out that faithful photo.
I met Candice years ago.
Yeah, we didn't even realize it as recently we realized.
We realized
it.
I
Yeah.
serenaded Candice. She was there celebrating something you had done.
Yes, I was celebrating the LA Times.
That's what it was. You was,
yeah, the write up.
Little did I know that I would be working every single day. with
Your
this
boy was up there singing to me.
singing my little soul out to Candice.
I
And
mean,
now
he
she
was
stuck with me
getting-
every day. And I torture her all day long, every day.
That is, you know what, that's crazy, because
Mm-hmm.
that goes to show you never know who you're coming in contact
Yep,
with or
yep.
when you're going to come in contact with that
Yep.
person again later
Yeah.
on. So life has a way of doing
My
that.
jaw dropped when you showed me that picture, and I said, "Oh my God, I remember you sitting up in that balcony." I was like, "I remember singing to you." I didn't.
He did! Chris was,
I was,
both hands went up,
I was.
and it was just like this. I'll never forget that. I
Good
wish I
time.
could recapture that video, but there's
You probably
no
got it
video.
somewhere. One of your friends probably got it somewhere. Don't find it though, Candice. I'm scared
Oh, I'm
to
gonna
see that.
search. I'm
Those are
gonna
my
search.
turked up days.
Blackmail. But we got a good show lined
Yeah.
up for you today, and we got to get started. So let's get it cracking with Fact of the Day.
Yeah.
So you know eyelashes are a really funny thing, especially for women who wear the eyelash glue in the eyelashes. Well, you may not know this, but your eyelashes have lots of little mites on them. So almost every eyelash has microscopic parasites mite. Despite they're not generally harmful, but they do cause crusting, they do get itchy, they do get bumpy on your eyelids. So naturally we have thousands upon thousands of little tiny mites on our eyelashes. That's why it's important for women that do put on the false lashes or, mascara or any kind of makeup around your eye, wash it off every single night.
So is
Wash
that why
your face.
some girls have like, I don't want to say crust, but it looks like a little kind of flake dried up something around
Yeah,
it?
and if you're not careful, you're prone to get pink eye a lot. You're prone to get infections.
Okay.
The way to get rid of that is tea tree oil. Now, you know tea tree oil is really, really strong, so you don't want to put it on in its natural form. You want to make sure it's diluted.
Oh, I was going to say.
And yeah, that actually kills the mites instantly because it has a chemical compound in it that they really hate. So that was interesting for me too. I can't wait to get home and do that.
So how often are y'all supposed to clean the lashes or however, like the maintenance or whatever you're
Who,
doing?
us?
Yeah.
Women?
Yeah, that's what
You're
I'm saying.
supposed to take your lashes off every night.
I thought y'all had some that you like, remember we had the guest that came on and she installed them
Oh,
individually?
that's the way that I used to do them. Oh, I wash them every night.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Absolutely. When it comes to your eyes, I don't think that's something that you should
Play with. No.
Especially if you see people and they always have that little bump. Now I
I've seen it.
understand
Why,
that
yeah.
comes from. Yeah.
Ladies, clean those eyelashes off. You
Look
got
at-
little mites running around on your eyeballs.
Look at. That means you got little mites because they come to get you.
Washing my face,
So
dog.
that's not just women, that's everyone. We
So even
all-
men have the little mites?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we naturally have that. But you can avoid those things by taking better care of it.
It's all about hygiene.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Good show lined up, but we got to get started. Let's get into the breakdown. So we have a couple of escapees, actually 4 that escaped from a Georgia prison. 3 of them have been captured. 1 is still out there, and that is the white gentleman with the blue eyes. They still have not been able to locate Mr. Bronner. So all 3, Brownwell, 37, which is the white gentleman. He is still at large. Chavez Strokes, 29. Mark Anderson, 25. And Joey Foreigner, actually, which is the 52-year-old white man, is still on the loose. All three have been captured except for the white gentleman there. And it's funny because a lot of them have escaped prior. So this is their second time that they're out there. And the one that they haven't been able to capture that's still on the run is being held on a murder charge. So you definitely don't want to approach him. Don't be a cop. You know, you have a lot of people who want to be heroes. But it's good that we put this story up because, you know, Georgia and Florida, we're pretty close. You never know how anyone gets around.
But I'm just trying to figure out how they dropping the ball like this in the prison system because they escaped through a cracked window in the interview room and a hole in a fence around the facility. All four. So that just means that somebody was just being trifling because it's like, why would you? Criminals, listen, criminals are some of the most brilliant people. Like, they might judge them for their lifestyle, but as far as how they think, they are very smart people. So you have to be 10 steps ahead of them. Remember the guy we talked about in Philadelphia who escaped and they had to shut the wall? He scaled the wall like Spider-Man. I showed Candice, I said, Candice, this is the guy we were talking about. So
that
these
was
prisons, it was funny. I was like, that was good.
That was brilliant.
But they're just, I feel like they're dropping the ball. I don't know if it's, you know, short staffing or people just fed up with their job working conditions.
And the thing is, too, this was actually planned because outside waiting for them was a blue Dodge. So who planned what? It probably was one person, and the three said, no, I'm going to. I'm going to tell on you. Because for some reason, the four don't look like friends.
I'm like, how did they get cool? That does not look like a clique I would expect.
No. So I think it was more I'm coming or I'm telling.
Could have been. It's going to be interesting.
Look out for him. You definitely don't want to get too close. So footprints have been seen in the Colorado mountains. These are Rocky Mountains. Some skiers decided that they were going to go up totally unprepared. They were found in nothing but a sweater. When trackers came out and they saw the footprints in the snow, they followed it to find out that what they thought was a rock was an actual person balled up in a fetus. Now, thank God he's still alive. He only suffered hypothermia, but it could have been worse. How do you go up into the Rocky Mountains with a sweater, a hoodie, a cotton hoodie? That's not smart.
The number one rule when you go, and I've been hiking, I actually like going hiking.
I love hiking.
But the number one rule, you always check the weather. You always check the weather when you're going hiking. And what happened was they went on this trail, and then it started snowing, and they panicked, and they went down an avalanche chute, which is a path that forms when snowballs fall down the mountain. So they went down the wrong road and got lost. But thank God they're alive, but it was dumb. If you're gonna go hiking, check the weather, and you always need to dress appropriately, and don't go when it's close to getting dark.
When you go hiking, you always have to overdress. The higher altitude you go, the colder it is. They were 13,000 feet up. That's high. You know, the air becomes a lot thinner, and it's colder. So regardless of whether, even if you see the sun, you go hiking, you got to be prepared. There's things that you take on a hiking trip.
That is a scary feeling, though.
Go up and you're like, oh, I just have a little sweater on.
Hey, but it's a scary feeling when you're on a hiking trail and you realize that sun is going down. And you still got like half a mile. I've been caught like that before, and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I've been skiing like that, not hiking.
You went skiing before?
I love skiing. When we lived in New York, you're really
Oh,
close to.
yeah.
The Poconos. Poconos is a big thing for New York.
What? Getty, you went skiing?
Christmas, we would spend Christmas in the Poconos. Yes.
Hey, but hiking is a good time. I've been in Gatlinburg and in Denver, too. So I've been in Colorado, hiking in Colorado. But thank God they survived.
Could have been worse. But
tragic.
Speaking of worse, okay, so there is a rally going on in D.C., and it's over the Hamas and Palestine war that is going on right now. Thousands upon thousands came out in support. Now, both sides are saying that you don't need to choose one, you just need to choose humanity. We know that Hamas launched a coordinated airstrike back October 7th, estimated killing 1,200 people. So now they've actually all gathered, all the Israelis in D.C., for hope to some type of peace, some type of cease war. I don't see it happening. 11,000 people combined have died so far. And, you know, Hamas returned their airstrike hitting schools and synagogues. So this is something that's going to keep on going. It doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon.
And this protest, this march, was a level 1 security event. So just to give you how big of an idea of how massive this was, a level 1 is like the Super Bowl or a Major League Baseball game. So that's how many people turned out for this. But we've talked about so much war and murder and stuff that I've kind of become desensitized to it. But this particular war hit a little different. I think it was just looking on social media. I saw a dad carrying 2 babies, and both of them were dead.
Everywhere. Yeah.
And I was just like, I cannot believe I'm seeing this on Instagram. A dad is carrying 2 dead babies, and that's when it became like real.
I think they're trying to show those pictures and images to get the sympathy of people for one side or the other. Because if you notice, it's one side in particular that shows more of it, which is painting the Israeli. I'm not choosing sides, I'm choosing peace. But those pictures are more damaging, I think, than anything else. It is sad. I hope that it comes to an end. We have to pray for both sides to cease fire. But that doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. And it's hitting the U.S.
Yeah.
Because we see that people are being discriminated. Hate crimes are going up. So now, more than any time, we just need to have peace. We need to be kinder to the people around us. We don't know what people are going through. But on that note, don't go anywhere. We have a lot of what's trending coming up right after this.
Boom.
Yeah, that was good.
Huh?
Yeah, he killed it for 13 seconds.
What?
He killed it for 13.
Yeah. I'm trying not to use these cars. I feel better when it can just flow through it. Okay. Oh gosh.
You said what, Shantae?
What'd you say? What'd you say, Shantae?
Shantae, what you talking about? You got 3 minutes.
What's Shantae talking about?
I ain't messing with folks.
Nowhere in the progress report, when I read the reports and things and stuff that me and Charlie share, have I seen them say, yes, Candace's and Chris's set was off today. I didn't like that. The tables weren't even. And Candace looked like she was going to fall over the chair. She looked lopsided.
Don't say that, and then I gotta answer what you just said. I'm trying to behave.
Come on with it, lady. Come on with it. The best 10 seconds you'll have today.
Oh my God.
Right here.
Don't start no
Oh
mess,
my God,
Shantae.
Don't start with her.
Do you realize that Candace is the only person I have to
What? What did he say?
No one else does that with me.
Do what?
Okay.
Do what, Shantae?
If I say so, you talk shit back.
Oh, absolutely.
Flat back.
But I'm trying not to. I'm trying to.
Why?
No.
No, man. Look, I need that to be, a thing first.
Relationship with my mom and everything.
You need
I
that.
don't
You
give a
needed a.
damn.
It's always been really
You think I'm dropping this lawsuit?
And I add Chris to the scenario because he's with you.
Relationship with my mom and
You
everything.
choosing violence,
Okay.
Shantae?
No,
Yes.
She knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm just kind of like, yeah. Okay, Shantae.
6-figure creed. Okay, boom.
Yeah, Shantae.
All right. Okay.
I'm a Boosie fan.
Me too. I love
Die
the
hard.
Boosie.
He always has.
I can't give him props though. He'll go do his little concerts and stuff, get right back on social media and be like, my daughter, she over the top of trash, but it's okay. You know she gonna come get the Mercedes when I pull it over. She knows she's popping it. I know that's not.
Shantae, I tell you my tagline. You know who did my tagline?
Who?
Manny.
What is it?
Damn.
You can't say
I
You think
can't
I'm
release.
dropping this lawsuit? Don't give a damn.
I can't release it.
You think I'm dropping this
Look like
lawsuit?
she itching. She really was saying it's over there. Right?
I do.
I swear to God, I ain't. You know how I say it.
30 seconds.
Forge my signature on a $10 million contract.
Boost is so high.
On a contract, the CEO gets half or whatever signed.
That's what helped me get through it. Final say. Clock is up.
Welcome back to the show. You're just in time for what's trending. So looks like R&B singer Tamar Braxton and reality star Tommie Lee traded shots after Tommie Lee accused Tamar of using Chrisean Rock to go viral. Now this is on the heels of Chrisean's infamous appearance at Tamar's LA Stop of Her Love and War Tour, where she crashed Tamar's performance as well as attacked her background singer James Wright Chanel. Now Tommie went on Twitter and just asked one simple question, saying, had Chrisean not been there, would it have gone viral? And Tamar, who does not hold back, said that if you're on cocaine and your name begins with a T and you can't sell out a bag of blow pops, stay silent. And all hell broke loose with the ladies taking jabs at each other. Now, Tommie might be a little crazy and, she might be under the influence, but I didn't think about it until she said it. Had Chrisean not been there, I don't think the clip would have gone viral. I don't think she... Do you think that was a dig at Tamar necessarily, or was it just, I don't think...
I think it was set up. I think they did Chrisean really bad. I'm not a Chrisean fan.
I know.
But I got to speak the truth because on the live that Tamar did originally, she invited her out.
Yeah.
She asked her to come out. She was like, oh, yeah, you could even sing something. You could be out, get dressed. That to me is an invitation. That to me is an invitation to be on the stage. Now, because it went left, you want to come out and do the big sister conversation. I think it's a dig. I do agree with Tommie. I think they set Chrisean up. I think it's sad that they did that to that girl because she already has enough issues as it is. We see her just spiraling. Why would you invite her out and then turn around and paint her as the problem?
Right.
That's not fair. When I saw Chrisean on stage trying to put her hand around one of the other singers, she genuinely looked like she was just trying to be a part of it. So who knows what was said to Chrisean? Yeah, Chrisean pops off, but you have to really start with Chrisean first. So who knows what happened with James? He's a grown man. Who knows what was said? But I don't like the way Tamar and her people played this. I think they definitely set her up. I don't think it was right.
And you know what, when we looked at the video, when I was looking at it with you, you brought up a very good point that didn't even cross my mind. You said, how did Chrisean get a microphone?
Right.
And when you said, I was like, wait a minute. So somebody backstage knew she was going out and said, here's a microphone. So, and I said, Candice, that's a good point. So it does look like they might have, look, everybody knows what Chrisean, y'all, she's from the hood. And I feel like not even just Tamar, but the whole industry has just kind of exploited that and capitalized off that. Like, y'all know the girl going through some...
gone viral.
Yeah, she's going through some mental stuff. Y'all know she battles with substance abuse, so they invite her out. She's going to make a scene, and it's going to go viral. Blueface built the whole empire off of Chrisean. And now it's sad to see Tamar, another black woman.
What I found interesting, too, is Blueface's mom came out and made a statement, and she defended Chrisean, even though it was a jab. She defended her because I think at this point we all sympathize with Chrisean when we look at this. And I saw Tamar's video, and I was really, really disgusted. Because if you really care about her, like you try to put out the, my little sister image, you would have covered her. When we care about people, we cover them. We don't exploit them. We don't try to make a profit over them. We don't talk about them. We cover them. She could have came out and put a statement out and say, hey, you know what? We had a great time. It was a great concert. We'll figure out the rest later. She didn't have to do that.
And I will say, shocking to say it, kudos to Tommie Lee, because I think maybe she relates to Chrisean because they both have publicly battled substances and they known for fighting. So it was good to see somebody come out and actually have Chrisean's back for a change. I don't know why Tamar decided to do with the cocaine dig, but Chrisean, we rooting for you. Tamar is not that deep. And on that note, we got to move on. So looks like rapper Lil Boosie and his brother TQ are in a legal dispute with the rapper suing his brother for forging his signature. Take a quick look at this clip.
Damn. You think I'm dropping this lawsuit? I swear to God, I ain't. You know how I say it. Forge my signature on a $10 million contract. On a contract, the CEO gets half or whatever signed. You forged my contract. You don't get no dirtier than that. Then he did it 2 or 3 times. He did it like 2 times. Man, forgery not no game, man. Then when the scientific writing experts came and I showed them the forgery, when I signed mine, they said, Mr. Hatch, that is.
I'm sorry, I'm a Boosie fan. Now, not only is Boosie suing his brother TQ, but he's also suing rapper Young Blue. Now, TQ is actually part of Boosie's management team. And now TQ has actually come out and said that, bruh, you agreed to this paperwork. You gave me permission to sign it. So it's becoming a bit of a he say, she say, and the mother's even involved. Apparently, she's taking TQ's side and said Boosie shouldn't sue. I hate to see siblings feuding in public, but I'm going to have to ride with Lil Boosie. For some reason, Lil Boosie says a lot of crazy stuff, but I've never seen him get caught in a lie publicly. So I'm going to roll with Boosie. I think Boosie's telling the truth. What you Or maybe we just biased.
I love Boosie.
Yeah.
If I meet Lil Boosie, I'm just in my hug. I'm just like, listen, come to auntie. I don't think he's lying. If you forged my signature for that much, I'm suing you too.
Yeah.
Mama, daddy, child, anything. Because if you have the nerve to do it, you've probably done it before.
Yeah.
I just don't know about it.
Yeah.
I only know about it because it's millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But I probably don't know about it. You probably did it before. You probably used my name when I least expected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. And the thing about Boosie, because when I watched the video, I was like, is he high?
Is
But
he
no,
high?
he's not. He's not. I'm taking up for
I thought
Boosie.
he was.
I am his officer.
Yeah.
He is not allowed to do any marijuana.
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
I'm pretty sure he still has his bracelet on. So this is the real Boosie that we're seeing now. Because I know his parole officer said he's not allowed
Sober Boosie.
to smoke. You know what I mean? Remember, we did a show not too long ago. He was going on a fast where he looked amazing.
Yeah.
So, kudos to Boosie for that.
Hey,
Keeping it up.
but it goes to show you can't mix family and business all the time. He's been beefing with his daughter. He's been beefing with in his family. So it's just sad to see Boosie. Look, that's a troubled man right there. He got a lot going on.
I mean, when you're in the limelight like Boosie, you don't have to look for trouble. Trouble is going to find you.
More money, more problems.
Exactly. So many people want it, but there's so much that comes with it.
Yeah.
And we talk about it day after day after day after day. So it's unfortunate.
Well, best wishes to you, Boosie. We rooting for you here at Afro. Come on our show and talk about it.
Not after. we have to beep every other word.
But it will be the best interview of all time.
Man, listen, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I probably wouldn't even understand any of it. But that's all right. Boosie, we're rooting for you. Now we got to get into Understood the Assignment. Let's talk about something good. So Herman Belk is only 14 years old. He is in middle school. This young man came up and did something so amazing. So we know that the CDC says skin cancer is over 100,000 cases in the U.S., and every day that number goes up. Skin cancer is an extremely costly form of cancer. A lot of people have it and they don't know. Well, this young scientist decided he was going to do something about it that's going to be cost effective to the people who don't have access to care. So he came up with making a bar of soap for just 50 cents that will detect if you have some form of skin cancer, not more than detect, it'll also help with the pathogens that actually form on our skin. So kudos to him. He actually won the Young Scientist Award for 3M back in, I think it was 2023, not
Yeah.
too long ago. And then he decided to move forward with doing this because he was teamed up with a scientist from 3M. So
Yeah.
kudos to this young man for actually breaking through what I would definitely use this soap.
And you know what? Call me ignorant, but I did not know that skin cancer was the #1 leading diagnosis of cancer until we talked about this.
Easy
But just to
guess.
give you an idea, it does affect
Yeah.
black people too.
Oh,
One in
absolutely.
every 100,000 people, black people, have skin cancer, whereas 30 in every 100,000 of white people have it. So, and I always was one of those people that said, oh, my melanin protect me from the sun. We need sunscreen too. We are susceptible to skin cancer as well. So shout out to the kid for doing this. I thought I was killing it in the 5th grade with my little volcano at the science fair.
Not
These
the
kids curing
volcano.
cancer. These kids are curing cancer. But but the other little kids killed it too, because in second place, this girl made a patch that could administer medicine without taking pills, and the third place winner made a glove that could detect epileptic seizures. So these are some brilliant kids. So we gotta expose the kids to stuff.
Yeah, congratulations to him. His 50-cent bar is still going to take some time before it's FDA approved. It has to go through the normal process of 5 years in which it has to be tested on human trials. So kudos to him. We'll definitely look out for that 50-cent bar.
Yeah.
I think that's something I would definitely want to use.
Yeah.
I would definitely
Did y'all
try
use sunscreen in Jamaica? I want.
in Jamaica?
Did they make y'all, or y'all just?
We don't really use sunscreen. I think we just.
Cause that sun over there is different. That island sun is a whole.
The island sun, yes, but also the rays are very different too. I think here in the States, the UV rays is a little bit different than the island. But remember, in the island, we're in the water a lot. We're eating foods where it's a different type. We
Yeah.
don't use a lot of the lotions and stuff that they use. We're not third world country.
No,
I mean,
I'm just.
anyone can get skin
Yeah.
cancer. You just have to make sure you check your body for that small brown spot that could be melanoma. So you want to make sure you go and get that checked. But black artist, fashion designer leads to Foot Locker contract. So William Neiman, AKA Bill Abstract, you can now find his things in actually 45 Foot Locker stores. His
Yeah.
designs are selling out. This young man, just 5 years old from West Philly, decided that he wanted to make fashion affordable and to everyone that actually can wear it. I love his stuff.
I love it too. And I love the fact that Foot Locker, listen, these companies are starting, and we've said this before on the show, they are really starting to see the power of the black dollar and the power of the black influence
Yeah.
and culture. And this is what it looks like. From nothing to 45 Foot Locker locations. So this should say, don't sit on that idea that you got at home, because you really could be sitting on the bag.
You can. And the thing what's really, really great about this young man, he started because he loved comic books. And his mom used to constantly buy him stacks and stacks
Yeah.
of comic books where he could work on his art. So it goes to show you, make sure that you invest in your children, pay attention to when they have a passion so that you can make sure that you help them get the best foot forward. But that's our show for today.
Whoa,
Just
that-
like that, we're out of
It went by
time.
so quick.
We love you, though. We don't want to leave you, but we'll be back.
Same time, same place. Be safe until tomorrow, y'all. See you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Boom.